Mcaciso, sinithanda.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, igama lam Babalwa, Mcaciso, and today we've got the one, the only, Mrs. Njana herself, Babalwa. Welcome guys. Today I have a special guest on my channel. It has been so long overdue. My mom is here. Say hi.
Hi. So I've got flu.
Guys, we have been suffering. We've got a bad flu. Indlebe yam A1 ivalekile. So if I sound off, please forgive me. But we are here. We've survived. My mom is here, you guys. I'm so happy to be having her today. What an honor to have her on our channel. Can you see how pretty she is? I asked my Instagram followers to submit a few questions about marriage. I have not seen the questions as well. I'm just wanting to warn my mom before we get into it. So some questions may be shocking, but I want her to answer as honestly as possible. Just to give you a little bit of background about my mom and why I decided to have her answer these questions is because she got married at a very young age, and she's been married with my dad this year for 31 years. 31 years. That is a huge big deal in these times and days that we live in, because we see a lot of things happening. We see people getting married and then separating within 3 months of marriage, a year or 2 years. Most Mcaciso and namhlanje ayilasti. So I really just wanted to have a girl talk on this channel, because I get a lot of people also asking me about, oh, you must ask your mom these questions. So I thought, great opportunity, she's here, perfect time to ask these questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And do you promise to answer as honestly as possible?
I'll try.
So there's one question here. It says that it's a basic question. Eh? It's from someone, Uti Mamzo. Do you have any advice for someone going into marriage or nomtana? So this person has a child.
Okay.
And this girl is getting married into this guy or nomtana.
She must be a mom, Lamdan. Funeka mthande lamntana. Honestly. Abe umama, amcebise, amkhulise right. Amthathe as her own child. Yes.
That's true.
Aye wrong, aye right. Uyabona? Angabi nalantu ba hayi ayingobami lo. No. Uyamthatha as owakhe. Because uthanda utata lamntana, neke ithande nalamntana. Because akazukwazi ukuseparate the two.
That's true.
You know, in life there are things that you can't change.
That's true.
So noba angathi akamthandi lamntana okanye akamfuni, akazokwazi uyitshintsha into yobana la tata ngumtata walo mntana azamngena emtshatweni naye. So she has to understand uba ayizotshintsha. So yena makazilungise.
That's true.
So that she can be able to raise lo mntana as umntana wakhe. Akukho nto difficult from.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, so that was the first question. Very wise. The second question is, what are the right qualities that someone must look for in a man before saying I do?
Wow.
That's a tricky one,
eh? Tricky one.
Yeah.
Okay. To answer that one, you meet a guy, you look at him, okay, he's handsome, dressed well, driving a nice car, hlala kwindawo right, but akanayo sense of humor. So,
I was not waiting for that.
that's a big no. For an example, nihleli friends, uzothi xa ekubiza, hey, okanye hello.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Umuntu ufuneka, I think that yes, and eyona nto ibalulekileyo yile nto ilapha emntwini, uyabo? The respect, into ephuma apha entliziyweni yomntu yi-respect kuqala. If umntu uyakurespecta, no matter laa mntu akanamali or uyabo, but if uyakurespecta as a lady or as a woman, that's the right person.
Yeah. I definitely
start with the respect and that respect. I ask how to treat umuntu obhinqileyo.
That's true.
Then uyambona yonke uba uyakuthanda manyani. Uyabona umuntu ozawungakuxabisi, angakuboni, angakwazi uba ungubani.
That's true. That's true. And I'm glad you said that, because these days I feel like e-girls, they don't put priorities as injalo in relationships. The first thing they want to see is if unayo imali lo mntu na. Umuntu uxolele uba second girlfriend okanye second wife just because ufuna imali, and a lot of girls don't want to work hard these days for imali yabo. Easy come.
It's go. Easy come, easy go.
So, moving on to the second question.
The third actually.
Oh, the third. Jim Lobi udizio. So, what the third question is, what is your secret for being together like long? What is the secret into keeping a long-term relationship or a long-term marriage?
Okay. Very simple or very easy. To respect your partner.
That's true.
It's simple because if you respect, for instance, there's nothing bad I can say about your relationship or my marriage. I'm claiming because why? I respect my partner. When I open my mouth, I just don't open my mouth and before, because now I want him to respect me before I've known wakhe. Funeka aqine uba yintoni azayithetha kum, uyabo? So xana nirespectana, even if he is wrong, uyabo, there is a way yombonisa, but you are wrong. Yeah. You don't have to shout, or you don't have to okay, I'm beautiful, or I have money, or I'm well educated, or I have that. Because you love this person at the end of the day, and this person loves you. So with differences is hlala phansi, okay, xa nomsindo ke, if uyambona uba uhayi, noba uphendula angawela usuphuma next.
Wow.
Nothing will happen to you umlomo wakho. Instead yena uzozibona uba ibe wrong, ungakhange utsho wena, uyabo? Thina sitshate ngelaa xesha ke umntu ongutata akakwazi ukuthi sorry, like bane-pride moskomlomo. But uzothi ubuya emsebenzini, if uyayazi cake, for an example, utata uyayazi ndiyathanda cake. So uzandithela la bar one for the whole week, bringing this bar one cake.
To just show that.
Yes, to show that.
Sorry.
Yes. Also, yes, ndiyayithanda impahla. I like shopping. Yo, I ke. Uyabo once imqumbe wow. Yayazi ke ngoku hey, kanene nobabs. Ungatsho ngoba ufuna uthe ufuna utshintsha eza-couch kanene la lounge yakho uthe ufuna. So those kind of things. Uyabo then your relationship ke ngoku. Uyabo bakho umuntu na-pride between wena naye. Noba nami bendiqumbe kangakanani na once Babalwa.
Uzonyibilika.
Yeah, uzonyibilika. Nala lounge bendisithi ndifuna uyitshintsha. Wow. Go and choose yiphi kanene lounge uyifunayo. So
I feel like like ngokuthetha, I'm realizing that it's about a two-way street.
yes.
It's not just one-sided.
Yes.
Both of you need to be able
Yes.
to come to the party and work together
Yes.
throughout.
Yes.
Because uthetha both sides. Would you respect
yes.
your husband and
Yes.
your wife respect
yes.
your husband?
Exactly.
The same way.
Yes.
It's not umama funeke
Yes.
adlalele
No.
indima
Both
yedwa,
parties.
utata adlalele indima yedwa.
Yes.
So both of you guys,
Yes.
you give 50-50 to get 100%.
Exactly. And also what is important, xa urongo, admit, suba ne-pride. Admit that, like, oh, okay, ndirongo kodwa. Uyabo? Awuzophuma nix. Uyabo? Even if awutshongo kuye ba, I'm sorry man, ezibale ndisitsho, banabo babanala pride abakwazi ukutsho. Uyabo? Nathi ke mos as women sibanala pride. So now you do izinto ezimbonisayo into yobana hayi mani, I was really wrong. Uyabo? So yindlela ke ngoku oshowa ngayo i-respect nawe on your side as naye eyazi into yobana oh okay, yamazi ulimo uyayithanda ichocolate. Uyabo? Uzamane isiza nala chocolate because that's the way he's selling story yes to you.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, cool. Moving on to the next question. So someone is asking, what are some of the challenges you have had to face marrying young? Deep one. Because I know that you got married like at a very young age, so you had to deal with in-laws. First of all, you had to be a young bride. Now I got married at a young age, so sometimes I felt as though people are not going to take me seriously. At the end of the day, but I feel like God is the one that knows when you are ready for something, and He chooses. He knows better than abantu physically. So to some people they may look back on you, He knows, and all of those people at the end of the day, they've proven wrong.
Exactly. Uyabona ke, it's very important ukuthatha imfundiso efundisweyo kokwenu uhambe nayo to close. First of all, uzawufika phaa kubantu ongabaziyo, bakubaza abantu. You know, okay, maybe abazi at the distance, but ngoku uzabe ukunye nabo kule boat yakho. Uyabo? You have to bawukruze nabo. Wena okokuqala akufunekanga uyoba yi-part yee-problems zokungavanwa. Kaloku remember, wonke umzi une-upside lives zawo. Uyabo? So wena you must not be a part. Xa ufika uzibanibani akavani nozibanibani, nawe uyafika you take sides with sides. Uyabo? You don't do that. Wena all you do, uhleka naye wonke umntu walapha. Xa kufuneke ulapha as umakoti, you are here. Xa kufuneka uphaa kwazibanibani, you don't choose ukuthi andizoya kwaziperepere because of uyabona. Wena uzokwakha kaloku, remember wena uzokwakha akuzakwazi ukuchitha. So mna ke I was fortunate enough, abantu bomzi wam ngabantu aba-flexible, aba-understandayo, aba-very loving, aba-warm. So nam ndafika ndafitha, uyabona, because nam khange ndifike ndibe ngulaa mntu uba you know, choose and you can choose apha efemelini uba hayi ndizawuya kulowa ndizoya kulowa ndiyamthanda lowa ndimthandi lowa ndibatrita bonke noba sekusithiwa ubani userhini unentontoni if ndinalo ixesha ndiza kuya phaa even if my partner uthi yena hayi mna ndizawube ndiphangele or whatever umna I make it a point okay uzawube ungekho wena then mna ndiphethe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's so profound. So, I feel like that's very important as well, that you understand it by family yakho lena.
Yes.
Ungabatreat as in-laws, because also in your subconscious bazi in-laws awuzokwenza laa nto kuyenza ngokuye yabo uzawubatreata as if beyi-extended family. But if ungena nala mindset that this is my new family, uzakwenza laa nto ubudla ngoyenza phaa.
Exactly.
If kukho umcimbi uthi make sure that you are there.
Exactly.
Whether ukhona u-husband or
akekho. Yes, that's what I just said. My God. Aba bantu ngabantu bakho ngoku. Hence I'm saying to you, akukwazi ukuthi ndiyamthanda umama andimthanda u-auntie or umalume or ubrother wakhe. I don't get along with ubrother wakhe. No, you don't do ezo zinto. If bona nobrother wakhe bane-differences zabo, wena you must try uba sondeze, not take sides. But okay, umyeni wami lo, I have to side with umyeni wami lo. No, you don't do ezo zinto, because remember uzokwakha kaloku ngoku le family uzokwakha lo yabo. So akufunekanga wena ufike ngoku nawe uzo-eda or uzoba yiphathi. No, that's not a good thing to do.
Wow. So a question that I have now, it's not in these questions, is there zikhona boundaries ofuneke uzisete between like yourself and in-laws? Like, what are the no-go things that you shouldn't allow to happen?
Okay.
It's a broad question.
Yeah, it is. First of all, umtshato, I always say umtshato ngowabantu abayi-two, ngowakho nomyeni, right? But ke ngoku ayipheleli only kuni nobayi-two. Ninezi families, ne zenu, ninefamily yakho as umama, niphinde nibe nefamily yakho myeni, uyabo. Akufunekanga ke ngoku. Okay, I'll make an example. You've got your sister, of which is Usinazo. You must not allow Usinazo afonele wena. Maybe she's short of imali. Usinazo. Azofonela wena ba Lino, ndisengxakini wethu, please khandiboleke imali engayi-2,000 tontoni. Just make an example. Ezo zinto no. Nto. Also, utaka ukho has got his brother. Ne? Ubrother wakhe akakwazi ufowuna. Afowunele yena. Hey bhuti, ndishota 1,000 rand apha ke. Uyabona ezo zinto ezo? Akufunekanga. No secrets. Uba wena there's something ocinga ukuyenza for kokwenu, for an example, you sit down with your husband and tell him, hey, sana bendike naye ekhaya nafika yo mama ii-curtains zakhe khange ndizithande. Yabo? Uyamfaka naye kule, because kaloku ndingumamakhe ekugqibeleni. Uyabo? Khange ndizithande mani ii-curtains zikamama. Okay, ucinga uba masithini? If yena ubona into yobana ixesha likabikho right for uba nithenge ezaa curtains zikamama, don't force things. Ne? Linda. Uyabo? Nam, I mustn't be that mama uzawuba lizinyo eliqaqambayo emtshatweni wenu. I must know my place. You understand? And ne-in-laws zakho, they must know their place. Bona kufunekanga babe because okanye babe yi-part yee-challenges zenu. Yibani nina nee-challenges zenu nobayi-two. Singabi ngabangenelela thina. Andiphendula right na. Singabi ngabangenelela tu. Mandihlale kwam. Uba bendiqhela utya isoka sam esibrown. Because of umntana wam etshatile uzipeqelele. I must eat bacon and eggs. That's a no. Must feel the life that I was living. Uyabo? Ndibayeke bona baqhuba umtshato wam. If nina nobabini nifilishe nobala yo asana kudala isitye esisonka sibrown. No, we must do something. Uyabona then that's a great thing. Same as in your in-laws. If you are wondering about hey man, kudala ndisiza apha emzini wam ndibona into yobana hey kukho le crack kweli donga. Awona sinalichitha eli donga lenziwe oqala ekuqaleni. You sit down with your husband and say hey, hayi man baba, kudala ndibone le crack. You know, asinake senze something about it. If you know what you're okay, you know we can. And then nithetha into evanayo ngexesha eliyi-one. You don't force izinto or uzibanibani. Yes, afilishe into yobana makeze because uyamazi ubhuti abantu, yamazi ubhuti wam unayo imali uhlale nayo. Those things are wrong.
Wow. Okay, cool. So moving on to the next question. How does, this is a big one in this day and age, ne? How does one begin to inform their parent that they are engaged? Ne? What are the first steps taken? Also, what's the best time to let people know about your engagement? I'm saying interesting, Lena, because siphila kwixesha elohlukileyo compared to us. Because back then, I think kwakuyocelwa xa yayingekho le nto yoba funeke kwenziwe romantic engagement, wehlambi a guy, ne? Ikucela to marry, engage before aye kokwenu.
Yes.
Ngoku
things have changed.
It's the other way around, where engage mhlawumbi this guy akakayi kokwenu ayochaza ba ufuna ukuengage kuba mhlawumbi efuna ukusurprise as well. Yabo? It's a Western thing because abelungu bona this is how they always used to do it. They used to like athenga iringi umntu engage and then afterwards kuyiwe kwi-family.
Okay. Yabona ke andizikhuthazi kakhulu ezinye izinto. You know, because somehow zihamba zisixake, uyabona. I always like izinto zihambe ngendlela thina esikhuliswe ngayo, uyabo, because if we are noticed okanye ujongile ngoku simkile thina kwizinto esenza ngayo, especially thina bantu bamnyama, thina maXhosa. Siyayilahla iculture yethu kakhulu, sihamba nee-western tontoni kakhulu, zijike zisijikeleza zinto in a long run. Kanti ubuntu bakho bubalulekile. It's like amakhaya, if ndiyaphendula, amakhaya mos awafani. Kudla ngokuthiwa kaXhosa kuthiwa afana ngeentlanti. Because into eyenziwayo apha kwam ingenziwa next door, but ingenziwa the same way endiyenza ngayo mna apha kum. You understand? So how I wish or how I'd like into yobana nisticke kweza basics zenu nifundiswe ngazo okanye sinikhulise ngazo, into yobana before umfana atsho kuwe like apho okay uzawuthetha nawe mos ba unenjongo mhlawumbi ngenye imini. You understand? But ingaske kuqala ke ngoku ayovela kokwenu, then ke ngoku akusurprise ngalo engagement ngelo xesha.
I have a question ke ngoku, ne? xa usithi mhlawumbi ayovela kokwenu, does he do it behind your back okanye does he say that I think I'm ready, it's like ndifuna uthumela abantu baye kokwenu?
He must come because usenakho uthumela abantu. There was a girl boyfriend wakhe owenza loo nto. So bathi abantu bazawuza. Then xa kufika phaa wathi yena akakho ready for loo nto. Uyabo? So
Yabona guys.
So it's very important. But at least the arch. Angayophoxeka.
Seyenze i-arrangement.
Seyenze i-arrangement. Ayophoxeka phaa. So makathethe nabo bagirl.
I agree.
I think I'm ready. Uthini wena? Kaloku nizawungena noma ithupile wena.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
akakwazi ugqiba for wena.
That's true, and it's important to talk about these things because sometimes isana umuntu nyani uzimisele ugayiba ready for utshata.
Kanti wena you are not.
Kanti you are not, and you've got things to fix.
Exactly.
And ke ufinish mhlambi i-pressure wena as the girl ba hey sekuthunyelwe abantu kokwenu.
Exactly.
Uzawuthini?
Or maybe there are things that mhlawumbi wena oqonda uba hey as much as bandimthanda kodwa I don't think life partner wam zikhona kaloku ezo zinto uyabo uqonda okay ndiyamthanda but
ukhomita forever
andizokwazi nalo uyabo so funeka abe ready yena now ube ready.
I like that because most of the time it's the guy most of the time funeke decide okay, they're ready to marry you. And the girl must also snap into nam ke I have to.
If you are not yet ready, makakulinde. If nyani uyabona this is the one, makakulinde la ube ready.
That's true. Okay, next question. We're gonna wrap it up, guys. It's an easy questions in. We are so sorry that we can't answer all of them. Umakulu has to rush to the airport. So, ukhona umuntu enthumele i-question apha ne inde kakhulu ne benifuna ufunda yona before ndiye to my last question. I've got your inde le. So ithi le question ne. Hi Mrs. and Mom, I hope you are well. This is the response to the Q&A tag. Ne? My partner recently paid my family a visit to pay for ilobola.
Okay.
We spoke about kids and what we want to do now in terms of having a wedding and so on. Ne? I am 24, going on 25 this year. He is 28, going on 29. He is ready to have a child. However, I am still selfish about that because I know once I have a child, I will need to give them my all and dedicate my life to them, which is me. Not to say I won't be myself or have time to do things that I want to do now, but life will be slightly different and I am not ready for that change. He understands and we spoke about this before Lobola was even paid. However, the topic keeps on coming up with his family and his mom and grandmother in particular. They even went as far as saying once I have the child, they can take the baby and look after them until I am ready to take the responsibility of raising my own kids. This is something my mom has mentioned before too, Mamaki. Atikeba, I do not want that. I want to raise my own kids with my partner together as a family in a home. How do I make his family, especially his mom and grandmother, happy after that? Although Ilobola, how do I make his family, especially his mom and grandmother, that? Tell them that, especially after Ilobola has been paid and I'm now part of their family, I am not in a position to have a baby. Age is not the factor here. the main reason is just simply because I'm not wanting to have a child, ne? Because I am not ready at this point. I may change my mind later, even next year, but at the moment I'm not. I feel that this is something we need to address with his family now so that it does not later cause a conflict. However, I do not know how I can stand my ground firmly with them without being seen as rude.
Okay.
So, ngamcebisa athi Miguel, uyasiva mos story, ne?
Yeah, say the story, ne? All I can say, girl, kaloku unomyeni, ne? If benivile eqaleni benthe umtshato wabantu abayi-2, you understand? Bakhona abanye abantu phaa abayiphathi yamomtshato, but abantu aba-in kulo mtshato, it's you and your husband, right? If yena nomyeni wakhe bathetha into evanayo, yena nomyeni wakhe, and then abanye abantu abangendawo, remember besithetha lokhu, thina sikhona as parents, sikhona as aunts, as uncles, and whoever, we are all brothers and sisters, but asikwazi ukunithathela izigqibo emtshatweni okanye ukunidrayivela
towards
lo mtshato. Funeke into ibe kuni noyi-2. Thina we are just there to wow okanye to ubonisa into yobana no, don't do this, do that, uyabo, but isigqibo sisenu nobayi-2. So yena nomyeni akhe abazobethwa xa bangakhange babe nabantwana xa bengekho ready, for an example. I understand? Mabahlale nicely ne-in-laws zakhe nobhuti xa ekhona ngoyena mntu ba-understanda kakhulu abantu bakokwabo, uyabo, ba-understandise no ulino sizaba nabo abantwana but sine-challenges zethu yaqonda for now ezisafunisa mna naye.
Yes.
You'll have your grandchildren when the time is right. That's it.
Uthi Lona, how to keep the love going in a marriage as a wife and to keep your husband on his toes?
Simple. Very simple. Yinto ezawutshintsha xa ungu-wife ngoku to the same person that you were dating. Kaloku ibi-boyfriend yakho lena ndithi uyayazi into ayithandayo naye uyayazi into ethandwa ngulo. You understand? So yinto ngoku ezawutshintsha because of ngoku ningu-Mr. and Mrs. Nothing, because you are still uBabalwa. The only thing that has changed is your name to be Ulino Khanyo, for an example. You understand? But you are still that girl. And sorry, uchinje ngoku xa ungu-Mrs. Uyeke uba smart, for an example. Uyeke to put on your makeup, ube mhle, your heels, and you know, pop up champagne when you feel like nothing. So lawo mense beninayo ngoku ya understand umele banithe khatha ngoku.
Exactly.
Uyabo?
I think to add on to that, Makulu, I feel like a lot of women abechata bayarelaxa. Umuntu aske at deep.
Yo, you don't do silence.
Abe drums.
Like asoze mina one day afike ngiyayimola. Udibana nami ngebe
gown. Okay, gown.
For example, never. I put on my heels, girl. The makeup, even if I'm just going around the corner, you know, because that is me.
And that's one of the things I've learned from you is that you need to
you know, take yourself out for breakfast, for
lunch,
you know.
And to add on to that, Makulune, I feel like a lot of people always wait to receive a treatment from abanye abantu instead of if you expect flowers, you must be able to do that for yourself as well.
Exactly.
Happiness.
No, make your own happiness, man.
uzispoile,
yes, go for shopping,
perfume,
you know,
belilate.
bemhle.
Khona omnye
That's it.
engimaziyo yena. It's like one thing that I also want to touch on. Like as a lady, like there are certain things that you need to do constantly as a female in your household. Ungahlali weekend yonke sana ungahlambanga, uhlale ekhawutshini ngenxa yoba ngokumele lo mntu
uyakushiya ke edaleni ayongena ebhotini uyofakelwa isibindi ngapha somewhere ube warm xa ungumama ube mhle kuqala uqale ngawe. That's how I raised Babalwa. Bayayazi umntana intombazana uvuka ahlambe kuqala. First thing uyovasa be fresh, then you can do
everything
your
else in the
business ke
house.
ngoku.
I-breakfast,
Yes.
nentoni,
Unuka kamandi fresh.
usmart.
Exactly.
And iyamkhuthaza nalo mntu ke ngoku naye.
Ewe imagine futhi uzawuphangela shem esarama uphangele imini yonke mhlawumbi wena usendlini uyafika
okuhleli phaa ekhawutshini ubukele i-Netflix, ubukele i-movie, i-series.
Oh no, please guys, don't do that.
Don't. The same principles that applied back then are the same things that should apply ngoku.
Yes.
Abantu bafuna uba ngoonedemba bangayenzi imixisana. Umntu ufuna uba uphuma istrato abe mhle atshintshatshintshe impahla kodwa akaqali ngendlu
Qala endlini qala umuntu azothi nokudibana nawe estratweni aye kwakho aqomba wow.
laa nto ndidibana naye estratweni is the same.
You know, because kaloku sana ukwazi uba mhle ube ushiya indlu efani
ibhedi engondlulwanga.
Hayi guys, come on. Uyakushiya esalubhuti ezakushiyele loo nto.
Yo, ungayazi.
Unga-understand.
Unga-understand it all. Okay, let's wrap it up. We have one more question and then we are done. Someone is asking that, does Mama think that the role of a wife has changed versus back then in the younger days? This is our last and final question.
Yes. Sorry. The reason why I'm saying yes, thina umyeni uyamphekela ngokwakho. First of all, kukho izinto you can have someone onceda endlini because ke okay ke kuyaphangelwa ngoku ningo-business woman kuyale but umyeni uyamfuna unkosikazi wakhe ufuna unkosikazi wakhe yindlela enibhonda ngayo leyana niyanisondelelana. Imagine xa uzawupheka u-anti uklina u-anti iwashing ngu-anti ibhedi undlulelwa ngu-anti lo myeni ufuna wena ufuna uzazi uba ndinenkosikazi engulilo khanyo ulilo can cook kwenzela uba nokudibana nosindiswa up there ozawuzama umfrayishela aqonda no yasazi isteak kwam usenziwa njani lo uza nesteak esiqinileyo so please guys try by all means yiba mama wakuzokude ufikelele kuyo yonke laa nto because funeka usemsebenzini but umyeni wakho makayazi nkosikazi yakhe ba ayulini uyakwazi uthatha umopa koro noba ngaphangeli for instance iveki yonke uzawufika endlini nami kuklini because my wife is there. You understand? So please try ebubhizini bakho ngoku andikhona ayibayeke abantwana zababasa ngokwam umzekelo you know nawe indlela sondelelena ngayo ebantwaneni bakho uyabo nasendlini yakho klini indlu yakho ngokwakho mani you know uyaziva nawe uva kamani uqoba wow this is my house wow uyabo
Wow. Okay, thank you so much, Makulu. This was a nice one. Oh, Shane, come and Guys, ziphethwe yifiva nangiphatheni gusha. If you guys have got got anything else to say, please hit us up on the comments down below, and I will share the questions with her and Dipendule as well in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do the right thing and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get a notification. Until next time, bye.